Well, greetings, pinball fans, and welcome to another episode of Alpha Bravo Pinball. Today on the show, Whitewater, a game that we love. Released in 1992 by Williams Electronic Games, Whitewater is a perfect example of that 1990s golden era Williams magic. We're going to start today with a quick overview of the machine, looking at all the different shots and features, after which we'll play the machine and see if we can put up a decent score. Also stay tuned for part 2 of this video, in which we'll watch an exciting head-to-head battle on the machine. Whitewater was designed by Dennis Nordman, who is known for his intricate ramps, and this game is no exception. Artwork is by John Yowsey, and sound and music by Chris Granner, a dream team of true pinball artists. While as nowadays the vast majority of games are based on licensed themes such as movies or music, bands, Whitewater is a completely original creation. It's just amazing the level of creativity and how it all comes together in one cohesive experience for the player. Whitewater features 3 flippers, including an upper playfield, which also features an interactive Bigfoot who can shove the ball to divert it down an alternate path. Also noteworthy on this game is the topper, which features an animated waterfall feature that's definitely eye-catching. I'm lucky to have one on my game. Although all Whitewater machines came with a topper, it made the game taller, and so some operators back in the day would remove them from the game, and then they're lost forever. In terms of my particular copy of the game, it is in fairly good and original condition. It is 30 years old after all, and does show some signs of wear, but it looks and plays great. The only modification on it that I know of anyway is the color DMD display. The original display would have been monochromatic orange, and the colorized graphics you see are a much more recent aftermarket product, which is just great, I would add, and a highly recommended upgrade. With that, let's take a look at the different shots on the game from left to right. Starting at the very left, we have the Lost Mine shot, which collects items to progress towards Gold Rush. More importantly, though, this is the eject from which balls come out when you make shots like the Whirlpool. Just to the right of that are the river targets. Completing these advance your bonus and are also needed for progress towards the Wizard mode. These tend to send the ball a little bit wild, and it can be safer to collect river letters, not by shooting these targets, but by rolling over the inlanes instead. Next, at the back of the game, starting from the left, we have the left orbit, which is the Boulder Garden, which sends the ball all the way to the pop bumpers on the right side of the game. If you hit the ball with just enough energy, which is not a lot, it will actually come back down the center lane through a secret passage, which also rewards an award. Just to the right of that is the Spine Chiller, the left ramp on the game. This shot sends the ball to the top playfield. If you hit the ball with a decent amount of speed, it will go to the top flipper with an opportunity for shots off the top flipper. However, the ball will be going at a pretty decent speed, and so it gets a little bit more difficult to make that shot that way. Instead, what you can do to get to the top playfield is shoot the shot immediately to the right of that, which is the No Way Out shot. When shot into the No Way Out shot, the ball ends up in a vertical up kicker, which shoots the ball up to the top playfield as well. But then the ball will be coming down to the top flipper with a lot less speed. So it's actually quite a bit easier to make your top flipper shots by hitting No Way Out. The left ramp, coming back to that, the Spine Chiller for a moment, also awards multi-millions when that multi-millions red insert is lit. Now in that same area, you'll see some green targets to the left and right of the No Way Out lane are some 2 green targets. Those are the targets that you must hit to make progress towards multi-ball. You first make those targets, and then that will light the lock also on the No Way Out shot, which will award a ball lock. Collect 3 locked balls to start the main multi-ball feature of the machine. Just to the right of this area is Disaster Drop. It's kind of a weird little ramp that actually does not return the ball to the flippers like ramps normally do. Instead, it diverts the ball above the no way out lane and returns the ball to the player via the left outer loop. And so the ball will come back, that shot on the left that says Boulder Guard, and that's where the ball will come out. Just to the right of the disaster drop shot, are 3 red stand-up targets. These say light bounce back and are used to relight your ball save on the left out lane if you need to do that. Just below those 3 red targets are 2 white targets labeled Bigfoot, Hotfoot. You hit those enough times to start the Bigfoot, Hotfoot mini mode. Just to the right of that is the Bowler Garden, which are pop bumpers, of course. You'll see a bunch of red inserts. Those inserts will indicate to you which Whirlpool award you will get on the upper playfield, which we'll get to in a moment. Finally, just to the right of that is the extra ball target, which is pretty dangerous to shoot at directly. It tends to send the ball wild, and oftentimes you may collect your extra ball, but then immediately drain, which kind of defeats the purpose. So one thing you can do is just wait, start multi-ball, try to collect it during multi-ball, because of course then it's a lot safer, or you'll randomly get it off the slings. But yeah, shooting it directly can be pretty dangerous. To the right of the extra ball lane is a dead-end lane, which has switches on rubbers in there, and it does make a sound effect, but there's not much in there. You can't really shoot at it directly, but you'll see that sometimes the ball will end up in there. It's kind of an interesting little quirk of this playfield design. All right, moving to the upper playfield, you will see that there are basically 2 main shots on the top playfield with that upper flipper. But remember, there's actually 3 things you can do as a player. Sure, you can make either of those 2 shots, but don't forget that not flipping is an option here and will return the ball down to the bottom right flipper. So when you're trying to make repeated multi-million shots, for instance, you'd be advised to just not flip and let the ball return down to the bottom flipper. When you do flip, there are 2 main shots with a sign above with a yellow on the left and red on the right. During multi-ball, those tend to be jackpots, and you'll see the jackpot lights light up. But during normal play, typically what you'll be doing is lighting the Whirlpool using the shot on the left, Insanity Falls, to light your Whirlpool award. And then when the red light on the right is lit, you'll see Whirlpool is lit, you make your Bigfoot Bluff shot, and that will collect your Whirlpool award. Incidentally, when you do that, when you make that shot to collect your Whirlpool award, you'll see the Bigfoot up there is going to shove the ball to divert its path and send it back down to the Whirlpool. All right, now that we've taken a look at the shots on the game, let's switch over to our multi-camera setup and see the game in action. All right, folks, let's play some Whitewater.
Howdy, partner!
All right, if you remember nothing else about this game, remember the yellow arrows. Whitewater is a game with a few different progress ladders to go through, but perhaps the most important one are those yellow arrows, which collect progress collecting rafts. You'll see down the middle of the playfield are these flashing yellow rafts. And your goal in the game is to get downriver all the way to Wet Willie's, which is beyond raft number 16. You get there by collecting yellow arrows. One of the fun things about Whitewater is that every time you play it, the yellow arrows are randomized, so they're in a different place every time. Now, I just got a Whirlpool award here. The first one being a 2-ball multi-ball, the Whirlpool jackpots. And ride the Whirlpool, rather. And I'll talk more about how I got that in a second, but first let's play our 2-ball multi-ball. The jackpot on this multi-ball is on the upper playfield, and I drained again. But the jackpot would have been the rightmost shot on the top playfield there. All right, so I was talking about yellow targets for progress on the rafts. When you start out the game, not many shots are needed to actually collect those rafts, and you'll see you'll get them fairly quickly. But as you go downriver, they become worth a lot more points, but they also become they take more and more targets to collect. And so the further downriver you go, you'll see there's just actually more targets lit. And another ring. And you need to collect every yellow arrow lit to get to the next raft. Listen closely to the music while you're playing. One of the super cool features about this game, and I'll try to shut up a little bit so you can listen, is for every raft there's a different song. The music changes and gets more rich with more complexity, and so you can kind of tell without even looking at the raft's inserts. And the ball is stuck. There it goes. You can kind of tell just by listening to the music how far downriver you are. Super cool. Genius Chris Granner music. It's awesome. Oh, and there's ball 3. All right, so we'll play one more. See if I can get beyond Raft 6. And we'll play one more just to talk about the Whirlpool Awards, and after that I will cut to what is hopefully a good game. But let's play one more right now while we continue our overview. Whoa! I have no idea what that was. I've never seen it before. Interesting light show and animation in Scream when I started a new game there. Williams, they were so good. Williams they put so much love into these games and all these little details and things. It's just so awesome. It's a real shame they're not around anymore. Or not making pinballs anymore, I should say. They still make slot machines now. Alright, see, just like that, we're already back to Raft 6 where we were on the last game. But we're still on ball 1. There's my ball save, which I can relight with those red targets. Whoa, nice save. I got lucky there. Okay, one more yellow arrow needed for the next raft, which is the right ramp. Makeable from the right flipper, but very difficult. And not easily makeable from a trap, too. Oh, there's ball 1. All right, so beyond those yellow arrows, getting down river, the other things to look at are, of course, the river targets to increase your bonus. You can cycle the in-lane, out-lane lit with the flipper button, and so whenever the ball is coming back down the raft, you want to, or ramps rather, you want to make sure that you move your lit insert to the in lane where the ball's about to drop. That'll give you a free letter because those targets can be dangerous. Now, you'll see a red flashing insert around the boulder area. That tells you what is your next boulder award. To get your boulder award, as I call them, first you make that shot right there, the left shot on the top flipper. That'll light the Whirlpool is lit. I think they're Whirlpool awards, not Boulder awards. That'll light the red flashing light, which is the upper shot. You get your Whirlpool award. You definitely want to try to collect all of those as well. Man Overboard here is a hurry up. Starts at 20 million. And you have to shoot a yellow arrow, any yellow arrow, to collect your hurry up value. So now I'm going to let the ball drain back down here. Try to make the shot from the right flipper. Nope, not really doable. Let's try a ski jump over to the left flipper instead. Oh! Man, guy's gonna drown here. I'm not doing a good job saving him. But you get the idea. There's different awards in those Whirlpool awards. One of them is Extra Ball, which is the currently lit one here. Another one, which is extremely valuable, arguably a flaw in this game and unbalanced, is there's a 5x award, which will multiply the entire playfield 5x for, I think, 20 seconds or so. They did make some tweaks in some of the ROM versions, the newer versions of the ROM, to kind of not make the 5x apply to certain things, because otherwise it was just way too unbalanced. But nevertheless, even on the newer ROMs, the 5x is something to chase. You can try to stack your 5x with other things, multi-millions or jackpots in multi-ball. Just keep in mind, on the game you may be playing, your jackpots in multi-ball may or may not be multiplied. I have the home ROM on my game, which is for home use only. and it adds a ball saver, which is cool because this is the kind of the transition point in Williams' history, where before this, games did not have a ball save. They found, of course, that players get really frustrated if you pay money, you put a bunch of quarters in the game, and then you drain like 2 seconds later. People got really frustrated. So they started adding this feature called the ball saver, which confuses a lot of new players. But basically, a ball saver, what it does is if you drain within the first few seconds of a ball, the game will take pity on you and give you your ball back. They figured they make more money that way because players would be less frustrated losing their ball straight away. So the standard ROM on Whitewater does not have a ball save. I have a after the fact home use ROM which does have a ball save. So that gives you a quick overview of Whitewater. Again, if you remember nothing else, shoot the flashing yellow arrows to try to make progress on collecting those rafts. They've just become worth more and more points. Your jackpots in multi-ball actually scale with how many rafts you've collected, so it's definitely worthwhile, and you need that to make progress towards the wizard mode as well. We haven't seen a multi-ball. I'm sure we'll see it in upcoming gameplay when I try to show a good game and in part 2, the head-to-head battle that you'll see. But multi-ball is another thing to shoot for. Collecting those Whirlpool, which I call Boulder Awards, but they're really Whirlpool Awards. You'll see the extra ball target, which is super tricky as well. So let's cut to what I hope is a decent game. Let's play some more pinball.
Howdy, partner!
There's a big nothing on the Whirlpool. Alright, now 2 yellow targets. Let's do some quick multi-millions if we can. Alrighty, got my advanced raft and a ball lock for multi-ball. Alright, let's go for the Insanity Falls. Another advanced raft. And let's get that Whirlpool Award. Oh, nope. Okay, now I need the shot in the boulders. Right orbit. Perhaps the most difficult shot on the game. And Whirlpool Award. Extra ball lit.
Extra ball, you wiener!
There you go. There's my extra ball. See if I can get that orbit too. Well, I'll settle for the upper playfield, I guess. There you go. Got it. No! Whoa! That was a close one. Need a left orbit now. Go back to the top. Missing that left orbit. Nope. Ooh, save, but at the cost of a warning. Still, a warning's better than a drain. Now I'm going to be very careful with the game now, though. All right. No! Oh, it walked back up and done. Oh, not a bad bonus. I was at river class number 4. All right, shoot again. Chasing raft number 10, and 1 ball locked, 1 ball locked lit. Advanced raft. I want to try to get my multi-ball here. There's ball 2 locked. 1 more target to light ball 3 lock. Plunge for the top and try to get my Insanity Falls arrow. And the boulder shot again. 1 more arrow for the next raft. Ball save there. There's multi-ball. Insanity Falls jackpot. 1. 2. All right, I got 2 of them. Oh no, evil! Oh, that was a double at least, but man, that world's shortest multi-ball there. The game was mean and double drained on me, but I got 2 of the initial balls, which then gave me a double jackpot. 223, not terrible for ball 1, and extra ball is still lit. Just want to get another multi-ball. There's a short one, but I got a few jackpots on it, so not terrible. Better than nothing. All right, 5x playfield. Left lane, got it. That's going to be a big one. 70 million because of the 5x on advancing the raft there. Ball save. Still at 5x. No! Wasting away the time on the 5x there. Not a bad one still at 319. Extra ball is still lit. Ball save? Yes. My left flipper button is a little bit sticky. There you go. Got a good number of rafts in too, chasing raft number 14. So I need another right orbit shot, which is not fun. Oh, got my extra ball. I've got a jackpot lit on the top playfield here. Oh, and a left outlane drain. The Bigfoot Bluff Award. The sounds in this thing. It's pretty loud. All right, shoot again. I'm still on ball 2. Yes, 330. We're still on ball 2. We're having a good game. Alrighty, need that boulder shot. Yeah, got it. Nice. Now, a bunch of yellow arrows here, chasing raft 16. A lot of yellow arrows. You know how far you are in the game just by the music. It's so cool how the music changes raft to raft. Chris Granner is a genius. The best of the best when it comes to music and pinball, music and sound in pinball this era. All right, we've got Wet Willie's lit. Oh, no, that was totally my fault on that one. Still, we're having a good game. That was only ball 2. We have another ball to complete. Wet Willies. Let's do it. There's a yellow one.
Welcome to Wet Willie.
Alrighty. Let's get some yellow arrows. Wet Willies. No! Oh, it wanted to drain there. The game wanted to drain, but it can't let it. Oh, the speed, the blazing speed on this game. I'm gonna have to take a breather after this one then. Danger! Oh, no! Still pretty good, pretty good. Not gonna complain. 445, folks. Good enough for a high score. Let's put it on the board. And we'll listen to the high score music.
Way to go!
Triple knock. Well, that's Whitewater, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Had a decent game there, chasing rafts. If you know nothing else, if you remember nothing else about this game, remember, chase after those yellow arrows. Get your multi-ball to center lane with the 2 green targets. You can advance river using the inlanes, which I didn't do too much of, but doing that actually, completing river targets actually increases the value of those yellow arrows too, so totally worthwhile. And that's pretty much it. Get your red, the Boulder Awards from the top playfield by collecting both shots. The first, the one on the left, the lower one, to light your Whirlpool Award, and the one on the right. So you make some continuous shots to that top playfield, keeps the ball alive, and that's how you do it. I think I'm going to end the video here for today, folks. I want to thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed Whitewater as much as I do, and stay tuned for the next episode. If you have any comments about Whitewater, you have one, you have questions, what's your favorite part of the game, favorite mechanism, favorite shots, be sure to comment in the comment section below. Stay tuned for more pinball on my channel, Alpha Bravo Pinball, and we'll see you next time, folks. Good night.